think everything's set up. Hopefully game audio is not too loud. Delete the save real quick. Just checking. Okay. I have the section timer off because I'm just gonna be doing this. So this run is not gonna be very good. Let's do this. 3, 2, 1. Okay, this run is gonna be so sloppy. But that's fine, it's a first run. It's good to do a bad first run so you have like good time save for later, you know? Builds character. I like don't remember how the stage 1 goes. Practicing stage 1 was never on the menu, so I have not done it. In fact, me doing it on stream on that random Music 2 Sakura stream was the one time I did it. It was low-key like the hardest screen because the conveyors are the most overwhelming on the screen. Games, true. Nah, this user doesn't know the traps. What's up, Mr. Games? Oh my god, how did I? Nah, bro, I forgot the traps. Okay, now there's like this, and then there's like this, and there's this, and this, and then there's this. See, I know what I'm doing, a little bit. Forgot about 1 total yesterday. Dude, I'm definitely gonna forget some fake blocks in stage 2 and like 5. So this is Yellow Star. Hi, Mazza. It's kinda true. All the designs of Kamilia are kind of bad, I'm not gonna lie. But like bad in a like attractive way. Here's Yellow Star. Nah, bro's already super slow, what the hell? Go! Dude, I'm gonna die to the Yellow Star. It's so cooked! No! I got platform snapped. Alright, time save for next one. It is a little ass, I'm not gonna lie, that can happen. It's probably the better way to do it. Just hit the floor. I did practice Volcano Zone, by the way, so I did learn a better strat for the gray apple, so you won't be concerned with what I do max this time. You won't be like, oh, that's the worst strat I've ever seen for the gray apple. My previous one was fine? What do you mean? It was bad. Oh, okay, I see. Bro thinks he's funny. Probably turn around and save time there if I'm good. Like, hit the button. lock in. This is the hardest screen ever. It's a little bit suboptimal, don't you think? A little bit very suboptimal, actually. It's okay, it'll work. Okay. Good. Oh wait, I'm still split. No, okay, I need to die to this, that way I don't, okay, there we go. I forgot to split. Okay. Yeah, it's not a bad stage 1 split. Impossible gold. It's okay, we're good. We fixed it. Actually, I had to do a read there. What the hell? Why is this impossible? Okay, I think you stand here first and then left and then works. Whoops. Uh-oh. Alright, so this is the start of my boss troubles for this run. Except I was doing this consistently in practice. Is Kamilia 2 or 3? I'm confused. Good question. I think it's both. Okay, so this is a sign of things to come, because, those Jirachis that you just saw, like that Jirachi death and that death to Crazy Spike, that has never happened to me yet, so... wasn't your 4 like... Okay, that's also never happened to me? Bro, what the hell? Why am I getting like the hardest situation on Crazy Spike ever? I never got anything even remotely that hard in practice yesterday, and I played the boss quite a bit. What the fuck is this, man? Man, get out of here. I mean, it definitely is like the most skill-intensive fight, or the most skill-intensive attack. I would not call it the most skill-intensive fight. Okay, we should be good. Uppies. That was very easy. Okay, good. Boss defeated. Okay, so now let's see how much I remember of stage 2. Okay, let's see. So it's like here, and then down here, and then up here, and then watch out for that. And there's blocks there. Here. Nothing here until the second to last one. Then here you're safe. You go here, down here, 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 and directly up. This is gonna be really good commentary, this whole stage. Up here, there's a block here, all the way over here. Okay, just want to play it safe to make sure I didn't die. Here. Whoops. Nah, you can see where I've forgotten stuff. It's very blatant. It's cool that you had like a good, like those. I'm not too good at stage 4. It's like probably the hardest stage for me to do well in. But part of that is just the nature of it is kind of chopped. Not bad. Oh, bro. top 10 needle players who are chopped. Oh, where's the block? It's like here. And there's this, and then you go here, and then walk over the block there, and then just, okay. Okay, I actually remember this pretty good, actually, which is good. Yeah, I might forget Guy Tower a little bit, because it's been a while. Block off here, here, here. There's a block here, there's a block here. Do this jump, go all the way over the top, fall off, block right, there. And then here, here, down here, right here, here, full jump, here. This on. Oops, forgot about that. Oops. I'm glad my memory isn't too goldfish-like. Whoops. That was a skill issue. Just fake blocks there. Okay. Run the terminal. It's like here, and then here, and then just go down here, and then do the diagonal. You go all the way left, and you go up here, all the way uppies, there's a block there, there's a 16 pixel here, and another one right here. Go left, watch over the spike, 16 pixel, go right, dodge that. There's a thing there, there's a thing there, there's a thing there. You go here, watch out for the blocks. There's this, and then you save here, you can bonk there, 6 frame, up here, through here, spike, fall down, go into, oops. Boop, boop. Fall down. Oh, bro, that's a little too far. Okay, I know what I'm doing. So I'm less concerned about Guy Tower now. Yeah. Bro, memorize the script. Really unnecessary save, but you know, it's a first run, we take the safety strats. Okay, so it's like up here, and then through here, and then you like land down here, and you go up and to the right, and then you go like left, I think, and then there's a block there. You go over here, you go here, here, go up here, there's a block there, go here, there's a block right there, go over here, down here, straight up, block there, then you go around that block, then you keep going forward for a while until you're over here, and you just go, keep going, and then land here, and then left, right, here, whoops, fall down here, there's a block there. Is this correct? I think it might be. It's like here, right? Okay, and then here. Okay. Okay, and then don't go in the 16 pixel, you just go up, and then left, and then you just hold right. And then you go up, and then here, and then here, and then you go down here to here. Go here, go around here, go up here, and then through here. Okay, good. Wow, that was actually a good stage too. Okay, bro. Alright, cool. Failed the avoidance check. Okay, let's see how long this takes. Because I'm not exactly him at this boss. Good thing I saved. Do I know the quick kill? No, I don't. I didn't bother learning because I just wanted to spend time on the hard boss yesterday, so I just like beat this once and then gave up. Trying to play more, so I do not know the quick kill. Hello? By the way, the boss I'm most scared of this run is Influka, because I'm not gonna lie, I was getting bullied by Influka in practice. I don't know what was happening, but I could not do that boss. Like, it was just cooking me non-stop. Like, I kept dying to, like, nonsensical shit. Like, I got better at it over time, but man, I was not playing good. So I'm really worried about that, because it's, like, the longest boss in the game. Like, bro, I'm really gonna spend, like, 20 minutes there. If I'm lucky. With how it was going yesterday. Like, it was bad. Maybe when I can read curving. That was really dumb. Oh, dude. Okay, the reason why I did that, by the way, that was really stupid. I was actually 99.9% confident he was about to die there, so I just stayed in the middle and didn't bother. I was wrong, clearly. I actually kind of don't know how he didn't die. Like, what? It can be really awkward, yeah. Do you guys pronounce it Reggie Ice or Reg Ice? Because I think Reggie Ice is like cooler as a name, but Reg Ice is like more correct with how it's spelled. Maybe. I think that's gotta be what it is, right? Okay, there we go, that's a lot cleaner. Okay, so let's see how much I remember of this. Boop, boop, boop. Despite not liking K2, I have played enough to have pretty good knowledge of the traps. Should have made the final glass curve truth nuke. Thank you for the good luck and the have fun. I plan to. This game is pretty fun for the most part. I think the only thing in this game that I've grown to not really like that much is Kamilia Phase 1. I don't really like it. Whoops. No. Maybe I should, okay, I should definitely stand on the previous block for that, just to be safe. Like this one, and then do this. Just easier. Make it look like with the speedrun. Penis. You are good at save. Thank you. Bro. that's how I thought you meant. I like how the auto fire makes it hard to not save multiple times there. Can these cats shut the fuck up, man? No, there was food in the kitchen for them. It should be good. They want more. Well, they can't be all big and gluttonous, I'm sorry. Just big and greedy. That's a fake block, right? Like, I'm not crazy in remembering that. Because I actually haven't checked, because I'm too lazy to. Even though it would be really easy on the practice tool to check. Okay, no CQ defs. Good. Okay. Too tall, the true baddie. Well, Kamilia might not have their hand on this game, but they do have like their influence and their like likeness. So I think it is a bit of a Kamilia baddie game. I want to crack the Kamilia. Go! The fucking snow was in a bad spot. Okay, that's cooked. Epic device failure. When I was diverse. I do know the difference. I played both of them. The difference is that diverse is a normal adventure game and device is some shit. Dude, come on. What am I doing? Okay, I got lucky. That was sloppy. Watch and awe is clue to the thing for get strategies. Okay, so this is like this. Like this. Okay. I low-key don't remember the screen, man. Okay, but I do know that you do this, and then this. Maybe this is weird, but like the way I remember like what screen comes next in Kamilia 2 is not really by like knowing what it is, but more so it's like knowing like where to look after the previous screen ends. This is cooked. What? 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 What the fuck? What? Dude. Dude. Top 10 players of godlike foresight, what the fuck? Dude, I'm telling you, the clairvoyance that's always here. Can I do a quint? Hello? Nope, one frame late. Also was in a bad spot. Here. might have battle line or something. Okay, it worked. But then this is this. The Invis Kid practice paid off, for real. The way I do this is different from how Max does it. Okay. So now the thing I'm worried about. I cannot imagine this going well if how practice was. Damn. So is that might be, I think that's tied with my best stage 3 then, because it's 7-11, right? Like 7-14, something like that. I'm gonna be so real, right? The song is fire. I mean, I think both of the songs in this avoidance are fire. Quite good at ice physics. Okay, you ready for the weird shit I do on God? It's a little weird to play with like double speed, or however much more it is. Pretty sure I almost walked into that, by the way. Dude, that, oh my god. Hit the Fulton. Okay, well, yeah. That's basically what I expected. Yeah, that's like not really what you want to see on that attack. It's unfortunate because if I get there, I usually beat the boss, but not today. It's no big deal. If anything, I'm actually kind of happy I didn't first try it, because it would have been annoying to run against first try of how much I suck at this boss. That is like one of the most cope things I've ever said, by the way. Yeah, that was kind of chopped, I'm not gonna lie. Also, I never remember which tile it is that's like fake on that one. So I just kind of go over them all. So I know the front and back are safe. I mean, obviously I see the read, I just like didn't, like, there's like reads I don't make in avoidances like this, because it's like, I see them as like above the avoidance. Oh my god, man, what the fuck? Like, I would never think about doing a read like that on like that fucking like easy ass ending of this fight, bro. Like, I don't know. Maybe it's an ego moment. And like, I don't know, I've never had a hard transition there before where there was like a 1,000 lingering bullets and afterwards, like, what the hell? What are we doing here? The choke segment. It's like the longest choke segment ever. I have to say, learning this fight blind seems a little fucking annoying. That was... I made like one of the worst reads I've ever made, and like somehow saved it. Like, what the fuck? It's so long for that transition to happen. Oh my god. Did you see me slide on the ice? I didn't realize until like playing some bosses more how many things in this game are like mirrored depending on the direction. And like it makes sense, but it is like a little jarring sometimes to have attacks like that. I think the weirdest one is Solgren's phase and Kamilia phase 1, where it's like the love trap is mirrored based on position. Because it's actually pretty disorienting, especially if you're in the middle on like the thingy, because you kind of just have to know. Are you fucking serious? Okay, well this is basically what I expected. Yeah, pretty much. I mean, the two deaths I had in like choke phase were my fault, but also it's a little annoying because it's like, that is like, I've beaten this boss multiple times in practice, and that is the hardest RNG I've ever gotten on either of those attacks. So that's kind of cool to get that in the run. It's like maximum annoying sauce, like, okay. Wow, that was the most unnecessary read ever. Shit just happens in this fight, man. Like, it's just so easy for so much of it to go so poorly if you just get like a little unlucky. Also, yeah, I don't know if you've like, I don't know if that's like super weird the way I do that god, but it's like I do it like that because I think that the bolts and like the Pegasus thing, I think those are much easier to read on the left and the right, and it's just less awkward if you're not like forcing yourself to the left or in a direction. So I just do like the aimed attack right to left instead to mitigate the problem. I always expect that to fade out, but it just doesn't work like that. Getting easy endings to Pochi there, which is nice. I'm used to getting destroyed by it. How can I not get trolled? Jesus Christ, man. Yeah, man. Okay. Are you fucking serious? Thanks, like, I just didn't see that bullet, man. I didn't realize it could even hit me. Oh my god. So, you know how I mentioned, like, oh, this could go really bad, I could spend like 20 minutes here? The reason why I said that was actually not the reason why it's currently happening. It was actually pretty much everything that isn't the reason why it's currently happening. Like, the stuff I'm dying to is stuff that, like, never went wrong for me, pretty much. So that's cool. Just actually getting fucked right now. I'm sad, by the way. I'm sad at how this boss is going right now. Music, no, it's two. Another two warped sad moments, like. That was awkward. Free situation where it's just aimed at you immediately. That was weird. Damn it. Sigh. Oh my god, okay. Get up! Okay, whatever. Oh my god, bro. Alright, always play to your outs. always play to your outs. That's a little crazy. Yeah, just a little bit. Took the path less traveled there. That's why you learn where the blocks are on the ones that you don't normally go to. Jesus. Okay. Wall hug, and then boom, 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 combo breaker. Thank god I got that little jump in, by the way. Got the key so lately. I'm glad I'm not getting mad though, because I know there's like a time when it's like just doing a speedrun would like kind of annoy me that this boss is taking like, you know, this long, I guess. So I am happy that I've like improved mentally enough that I'm not like mauling or anything right now, because that is definitely a mental improvement compared to my shaky past. It's a little bit buns. Also, I'm not gonna lie, I was hell expecting to die there. Okay. Please, God, please. Okay, actually got a good condition. Awkward ass ending. Getting controlled. I like how this attack is like there's either 0 bullets or every bullet all at once at the worst angles ever. One more. One burst. Holy shit, bro. Fuck off. Okay. Okay, safe. Okay. Okay. 16 minutes. Could have been smoother. Could have been worse. Dude, that big burst is awesome because it's the only time it's ever been hard for me, so that's really cool, man. Okay, so will stage 4 take more or less time than that? Let's find out. Hello. Is that power? Indeed. These are, that is what this is. This is my first little run. Boop, 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 boop. Okay, one of the hard screens. Hello? I was having a conversation with my girlfriend about this stage, and it's like, the stage is really like min-max to be annoying, but that kind of makes it awesome that it's like the stage that is like the one with the Infinity Trials gimmick is the one that would like physically be the whoops. I don't ask what happened there, that was like actually just a major brain fart. Like the stage with the Secret 5 gimmick is like the one that is like by far the most annoying with it because it just has like the most forgettable traps. And also she mentioned that like the idea of like the stage like encouraging you to like actually know what the traps are rather than just memorizing how to dodge them. And like I do think that's very interesting that it's like that. However, I do hate that it's like that. Just a little bit. It's just a little bit the worst. Okay, that didn't get too bad. Don't remember exactly what the triggers are in this, so... Oops. Oops. The stage is like just kind of disaster waiting to happen. Please. Okay. Alright, now this is the screen where... this is the screen that wars are fought over. This shit is ass. It's actually quite true. My split name might be lying. Thanks, good luck. Lumi? Gonna be so real, I almost forgot that trap. Alright, now all of this is basically just the cutscene for the last run through, which is, you know, by far the hardest part. And there, right there, you see why this screen kind of is the worst ever for the speedrun. Yup. Truth nuclear bomb. Honestly, I think this is like the most like forgettable screen like ever made. The traps are all like the same shit pretty much. It's very boring. I did not activate that trigger last time. Whoops. Dude, oh my god, my stream died. Of course, bro. Okay, it's back. It's okay. Don't worry, I did not splice the screen, guys. I did not splice the device screen in K2 Warped. That is not what happened. I definitely don't hate it so much that I spliced it. Hello. See, I'm telling you, the device screen is ass, bro. It causes the connection to get disconnected. Yeah, I'm looking recording. Yeah, nice splice, guys. Yeah. What am I doing? Hello? Fortunately, that means that in order to upload this, I'm gonna have to actually like export the run and stuff and upload it manually, which is gonna be a pain in the ass. Whoops. Okay, I always forget this, but do not forget to touch this warp. It is like the #1 thing I forget about this game is to touch this warp. Okay. So what is it? It's 2-1... Then bring it to the corner. Then bring it to the 1-1. Then bring it all the way back. And get out of there. I'll do it once. You gotta. It's part of the culture. The trap doesn't exist on this loop. Or this loop. However, the trap does exist on this loop. And of course, do not forget, that block is fake. Oh wait, just hold that there. Stupid. The traps are not too bad to remember in this if you just like play it enough, because it's like you kind of just get so used to like the flow of the rooms that like you just kind of learn them. They are annoying though. Let's here. Let's start this. Here and then boop, 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 boop. There's no trap here. But there is one right here. Watch out for the spike. I thought the trap was specifically on the floor. Nice. Good work. Yep, wow, okay. So to explain what happened there, my finger just stuttered. My finger actually just stuttered. Like, I obviously knew that I should not do that, but for some reason my finger just stuttered on the key and I did 2 jumps instead of 1. So I just, yeah. That's a cool little thing that just happened there. Cool little 1 minute time loss for free. It was a good setup too, man. That was a proper throw. But then again, that's what I'm best at, throwing. I'm what you call a throw artist. Not to be confused with hammer throwers, which are the people at the Olympics who are really impressive. Which I guess the way I said that implies that there's people at the Olympics that aren't crazy impressive, which is not the case. This is kind of balls, isn't it? Okay, there we go. Yeah, it's good. I mean, there's still room for improvement too. Living the good life. Oh, whoops. Whoopsie daisies. So I haven't died much, but unfortunately a lot of my deaths are pretty bad ones, because there was the death where it's like late GB, just like brain farting, and then there was the death in device to the last loop. And then there was a dude, okay, whatever. Up and over. Okay, I see. That makes a lot of sense then. Still pretty crazy. Should be in Geezer Town. Okay, so this is under 14 minutes, which is not so bad considering some of the mistakes. Alright, another boss that can go pretty badly. But I'm a little less concerned about this one than Fluka, honestly. Even though I feel like it definitely should be the harder one. How long is the run? Just to get an idea of... I'm guessing like it's closer to like 4 hours. I think the limit for FM submissions now is 4, right? Oh wait, I just realized you said it in the previous message. Oh wait, no, never mind. Okay, yeah, 'cause I just... The keys. Whoops, that's kind of hard. I'm really even fine with the keys, but that situation I got was a little awkward. Okay. No. This game is a lot easier than Kamilia 3, but there's like a lot of volatile points, so... It's still like a very volatile run, but as a co-op it shouldn't be too bad, because like if I get a 16-minute in Fluka, it doesn't really matter if, you know, someone else beats it in like 5 minutes. Suboptimal. Okay, let's not kill ourselves. Help. Okay, we're good. Oh yeah, make sure to go in the corner here unless you want to have the terrible flashing on stream. The screen does darken, but in my opinion it's still kind of bad. So here's the thing, right? I had, I think, a 20x pass streak on those bursts, and then all of a sudden I started randomly dying to them. Like, it's so weird. Like, they just started, like they were, like, free 20 times in a row, and then all of a sudden it's like an attack that's, like, actually a run killer now. So that's interesting. But, like, it feels stupid because I have, like, a 20x pass streak. I mean, it's not a mental block, the attack is just like giving me like way harder scenarios than I got in my entire first like fucking 20 attempts at it. Because for the first 20 attempts I didn't have to do any reads pretty much, except for like once or twice. And now I have to do reads on the attack. That was dumb, I should not have done that. Okay, well fuck me, I guess. About how to spend 4 minutes on Geezer without getting one attempt to survival yet. I mean, yeah, it's definitely an attack with some variance to it. What is happening here? Oh my god. That's another attack that's funny. Well, this one is old. This is a run exclusive funny. I never died to those keys in practice, and now I've died to them twice. Like, wow. How beautiful. Watch us put the thing struggles on everything that is easy in practice. I mean, yeah, it's a threat, because survival. The rest of the boss is, like, pretty easy. In theory, you should get the survival, like, almost every attempt. You are currently watching why that is in theory, though. Sometimes you go negative IQ mode. What is this shit, man? Let me go left. I low-key kind of hate this attack. Okay, can I stop down to these things? Does that make them bounce harder? Dude, what am I doing? Dude, I don't understand. I never die to those. I actually just never die to those. Like, it never happens. I don't understand. I'm like actually mental blocking. What the fuck? That is so annoying. I do like doing that, by the way, jumping in the bullet bills there. Like, what an obnoxious experience, like dying 4 times to attacks I never struggle with normally. And it's like, oh god, we're not even getting 1 attempt so far to the hard part of the boss. Like, that is annoying, man. Like, that is so obnoxious. That was extremely greedy. I really should have it. And clearly I'm just actually, like, mental blocking the keys, man. See, that's the kind of shit I get in, like, fucking, like, I was getting for, like, the first, like, 20 times, bro. It's, like, actual nothing burgers. Also, okay, like, this is definitely, like, this is the reason why this boss is, like, actually, like, really scary and runs, because this is the hardest attack in the game, if I'm gonna be real. There's, like, actually so many things that can go wrong on this attack, it's kind of ridiculous. It's very much a recipe for disaster. That was really awkward. Oh my god. I know what I should have done though. I should have stayed on the ground. That's such a, Are those not at regular intervals? Because I feel like that's different from what I'm normally used to after first lava. In which case I might have learned something new by accident. But I swear normally the guys on the side line up in a different way. But obviously I should have stayed on the floor. Harder than Len Love Trap. I don't remember any attack in Len being that hard on its own. Oh, you know, there's like the spray, and that's kind of hard. But I'd rather do that spray than the geezer survival. If I'm being 100% real. No, there's not. Let me see. This is the kind of user experience you want to have, like getting back there. Back here constantly. I did this twice in a row in practice, which is pretty good. I guess I should have actually opened the proper practice tool for this boss, but I didn't do that for a very long time. I was just like playing the game pretty much for a while. But the game does have a practice tool, so you can practice stuff for speedruns. Which, you know, probably would have been nice to do. No! Why was that thing so fucking fast? What the hell? Get away from me, bro. Like, I wasn't too concerned there for the most part. And then it happened. I mean, I do think, like, the first lava is definitely the hardest part of that, though. Just because it's the, like, it's the one where the most stuff is going on. I mean, it's entirely because the horizontal guys. I think the horizontal guys are the hardest thing to keep up with the fight because they're based on your position, so you actually have to be conscious of how you're dodging everything for them to do what you want. Which is difficult to do. Although the second big kid head is also pretty bad because it's got like the double guys, so you can actually get really trolled if something bad happens. I'm not allowed to grab these rupees. Yeah. Yeah, there's still time for this to get better in Fluka. Yeah, I mean, there's just situations where it's like you have to like move in a direction and access to that direction is prohibited to the general public. Fuck off, man. That is annoying. That's a really awkward situation. I mean, obviously you just hug the wall and jump over him, but like, bro. I mean, yeah, like 100,000%. The horizontal guys are by like 1,000, like 1,000,000% the hard part. Like, they are so annoying. Thanks for good luck, random chaos. I mean, it's not too hard to grasp because it's just like, it's just aimed at you, like that's all it is, but it's like, it's so easy for them to troll you, and it's like hard to know when they aim at you, and then it's like their height is fucking random, so sometimes it's like different, and it's like, okay bro, pack it up. It'd make more sense in Havel 2 Desert, that's interesting. Aren't they random in that? Yeah, I mean obviously. So yeah, I did mention that the bosses are the thing I was worried about because I'm just under practice on them. I just haven't had enough time to marinate in the geezer juices. Don't worry, it'll be a 20-minute Gravity Man. Although I did first try Gravity Man in practice, so could be a first try. The main needle chunk. Yeah. I mean, I'm not bad at the bosses in this game, it's just like, yeah, you definitely have more experience than me, so it's definitely gonna be your strong suit for now. Maybe forever. $16's the next one. That was really fortunate. Then 10 is the next one. 4 is the last one. Okay, we're good. That ending was kind of scary, but we got it. Considering how bad that can go, that was pretty good. I mean, I first tried after like the sideways bots. I like completely forgot the screen. Okay, I remember everything about it. Hey, things look like skull. What? That is a bit of a sloppy start, don't you think? Okay, calling this a sloppy start is like an understatement, bro. This start is like rolling around in pig shit and mud. Okay, there we go, Jesus, alright. Hello? Okay. I'm trying, Max. I low-key forgot about that trap. Okay, but in my defense, that's a really forgettable trap. Like, let's be real. It's like this. Nice. Oh yeah, strat, one frame, hug the wall. Let's be false. Whoops. Let's use the turn around to wait. People pull this up there. Not the best start. Okay, let's be real, that scapegoat was clean as hell. Like, I might be slopping it up on everything else so far, but that scapegoat was clean. By the way, Scapegoat's a really good game. If you haven't played it, you should consider it. It's my second favorite dagger game, I think. Saturn the thing. Dude, Saturn is a cooler planet than Pluto, I'm sorry. Well, for one, Pluto isn't a planet, but like, I think Saturn's a cooler celestial body than Pluto. I think Saturn is honestly my favorite of the planets. That or Uranus. It does. So it's like there's a block here, and then that block is fake, and then this moves. Okay, I first tried the hardest jump ever made. Damn, almost deathless. Save? Save! Holy fuck. Oh my god. I have more attempts trying to grab the save than the first save of this room, bro. Like, what? I got to wait for this now. Just wait it up. There we go. Oops. Hello? Hit the trigger. I did not know that block was fake. Sorry I'm not too good at reading chat during a speedrun, by the way. It's maybe something I should get a little better at. That makes sense. That's definitely the screen you want to go well, because it's kind of easy to get stuck on it. This is diary, right? Yeah. Oops. Hello? Okay. Yeah, now brought up the idea of starting this like co-op run. They invited me and Master Max 5, which I guess makes sense as a duo to hire for this. Yep. I mean, Mal has always wanted to like speedrun KP Warped, I think. Huh? What? Bro missed the trigger. By the way, I'm dying to this jump a lot, even though it like never happens. I'm also dying to the Rickato a lot more than normal. It's okay though, because I always first try this. Never mind. It's funny because I put a max V-speed Rickato ledge in a save I made recently, and it's like actually like 2 difficulty. It's extremely easy. But like, for some reason, like, stuff like this one is like 1,000 times harder. And anybody wondering, Pluto, why the fuck did you put a max V-speed Rickato ledge in a save? Massive Warlock. Well, it's kind of true sometimes, you know. Wow, okay, that worked. Oh my god, bro. I'm realizing now it was actually a really good stage 5 pace before this. Despite the fact that color screen 1 went that bad. I will say I'm not like that bad at the Rickato ledge. I normally don't die to it this many times in a row. There we go. Okay, there we go. I thought that spike goes away, I'm not gonna lie. Bro, like over-remembered a trap. I remembered too many traps. There we go. Yeah, I mean it's meant to be screens 3. Got the bad bonk there. I am really proud of how the stage 5 was going before that PYF though. I think I was doing pretty good for myself. Alright. So here's a fun fact about me. I am terrible at the screen. And believe it or not, it's not just because the last jump. I just actually get stuck on this shit. It's Boshi time. That drop is why I'm so bad at it. Because that drop is like, unironically, I think that is the hardest jump in the game for me. But I also suck at the T-Bone 16 pixel, even though it's in theory not that bad. Like genuinely the double plane in stage 6 is easier for me than that drop. I would rather do a double plane at the end of the save. Okay, good. Oh wait, split. Sorry guys, I'm a needle player. I have to aura farm by talking about how much I'd rather do X name jump everyone finds hard than X easy jump. That's not that bad. When you become a needles player, your entire personality becomes having an unbalanced skill set. I thought my kid was in a different position. Is it weird that I say my kid? Like, it's the same as someone saying, like, my character, but, like, maybe it's weird to say my kid. Do you get my personality back when I retire? Yeah. Of course. By the way, I'm going to complain about something. Whoever decided that a boss that, like, does not start automatically, that you need to shoot a save to begin, whoever decided that this boss should begin with buffering left needs to go to prison. Like, oh my god, it is so annoying. I will never not be annoyed by this shit. It is so obnoxious. Can I not? Twitter the thing has contracted a rare disease called can't do the really easy attack. I mean, they're definitely easier attacks than the boss, but still. Yup. Except the cutscene auto skips, so you can't even aura farm properly. Hello, easiest RNG ever? Bro, what the hell? They dynamic RNG, they saw I was struggling too much and made it easier, what the fuck? Guess that's like 1, 2, and then uppies. Good. Life is just a constant sequence of uppies. There's an actual bullet corner. I kinda did, didn't I? That was a little rude. Popped in people who can dodge. That was a little weird, the way I did that. Damn, I think I was actually kind of close to one cycle. One cycle is not like that bad, like you can do it pretty reliably if you know how to aim things, but it is definitely tricky. So, yeah. Realistically, like you're just gonna die, right? Okay. Okay, so I was having like actual like early onset dementia last night playing this avoidance, so hopefully it goes well today. Yeah, damn, Mario beat Cyber, didn't he? That was a bad read. Alrighty, have fun, Max. You're gonna miss the stage 6, bro. That's like the thing you want to see. You can't look, it's too offensive. It's too offensive to see someone just do the raw D plane, or double up plane. If it was a double D plane, it wouldn't be that hard. You never know, I could have a meltdown in stage 6, it happens. I'm known to be kind of bad at love trap save 1 for some reason. Doc is scary. So many ledges. It is true that for me, Doc Kid is kind of the thread. Oops. I normally don't die to that, so that's kind of unfortunate. I was doing it like 90% of the time yesterday. Or hit the 1 in 100 that I do it twice in a row. It's not how it works, but you know, you can pretend that's how it works. I do like the boss audio-wise. Slogan Phase 2 is weird, because, like, I think it's fine, but it is stupid as a beginner. Like, I mean, it is, like, the kind of thing that's, like, I don't think is particularly, like, well-made, I guess. I don't think it's really particularly thought out, because it's, like, the beginning is slow and boring, and then it transitions into, like, the pattern that a lot of people struggle to learn. Like, it's definitely not min-maxed to be the most fun thing ever. I've always liked Solgan Phase 1 though, I think it's actually a pretty cool pattern thing. I like it more in Kamilia 2 than this game though. But I think I like this game's Phase 2 more than Kamilia 2's Phase 2, so like bounce it out. Actually no, maybe I like this game's Phase 1 more, I'm not sure. I just like them both. One cycle. Alright, let's stop playing this. Dude, what am I doing? This is not an attack I die to. What? I guess this is the running theme of this run, is that I'm just dying to a bunch of stuff that I just don't die to. Maybe it is just like honestly just a like kind of off day for reading for me, honestly, because I feel like I haven't been making like particularly good reads today. That could totally be it. Could be mildly annoying, bro. The next run is destined. Yeah, whenever I do another run of this, which hopefully won't be too long in the future. Kind of overflowing with the potential man juices though. Yeah, let's see if I remember how to do this. That should be correct. Nice. Yeah. Nice. Okay. Not the worst in Solgren. kind of unfortunate I got stuck into the room kind of easy though. But you know what? It happens. Okay, time for stage 6. The hard needle. So bosses don't autosave after you beat them in this game, so it's really important that you hit that save. Yeah. Consider one way the game is different from Cave 3. Okay, I never know if I want to go for the ledge, but I think the ledge is worse than the just doing it. Whoops, that's a rare one. Okay. By the way, expect the worst in boss rush because I only practice Gravity Man and Nue, not even like Big Kid in the Chase, so might be a little chopped. This is why I was always talking about being under practice. So, can you riddle me something real quick? Why is there absolutely nowhere that I can stand there? I don't really like the docket screens, but this one's kind of annoying. Oh, there you go, that's why. It's so obnoxious. It's genuinely such an obnoxious screen because it's just like the same shit over and over. It's just like, can you stand on the gap between a cherry and a spike fucking 10 times in a row? Is that animation dependent? What? Is there no safe spot there? I've always used a safe spot there. What? Why can I not safe spot there? This always worked. I always touch that wall too. Okay, there we go. I finally found a safe spot. Jesus. I know it's like honestly like pretty unpopular screens. Damn it, dude. I wanted to go further left so I could make sure that didn't happen. Yeah, there is, but I don't know what they are because I didn't check. Yeah, I honestly do think Dock Hit is probably the hardest screen for me in this, just because it's like, I'm just no good at those gaps, man. I die to them constantly, and this whole screen just like, how consistent can you get at those gaps? Oh my god, okay. I definitely gotta practice that a little bit more. There's like ways to look at it that make it a lot less bad. By the way, this is a terrible pace. Also, I cannot do this frame perfect jump. Oh my god. Help me, bro. Everything is going badly. At this rate, I'm gonna get stuck in catastrophe screen 1 with how bad this is going. Oh my god. Please, bro. I didn't go far enough? I didn't even know that could happen. Okay, Jesus. Three frame? 3 frame. There we go. Jesus. Alright, that screen went kinda horribly. For some reason I don't like stalling before that, because I just like having like the consistent setup into the water deep lane. By the way, this save is like hyper nerfed from the original in my opinion. Maybe that's crazy to say, but like, I think this, like, the beginning of the screen is actually pretty hard in the original, but in this it's like really easy. She says that she dies the last jump, by the way. Like, every jump is just really lenient in this. I know, ironic, because yeah. It's funny, like, even the double lane went badly, like, bro. By the way, with how this is going, like, literally every screen so far has not gone my way. Like, even the easy ones, like Sadus and Catastrophe, are not going that hot. 10 minutes on Make It Breaking Out, perhaps? Is that what we're gonna do? That's how I'm playing. Jesus. So gross, man. So for the record, like a casual stage 6 I got the other day was 12 minutes, and I've spent 10 minutes and I'm only in the halfway point. So that should be a little indicator of how bad the stage 6 is. I genuinely have gotten like kind of fucked over by every single screen. Except Crimson, that went well. I always try to do that like a normal fucking half diamond and it never works for me. Like trust me, I can do diamonds normally without numpad. It's not that one. It's the only one I can't do. I got there's like the boss rush flashing during this. Cyber's being like the whiniest speedrunner ever, by the way. I like can't help it, I think. By the way, whatever demon told Sudolf to put that jump there in this save, pack it up, man. Like, be gone, fiend. It's such a terrible jump for the save. Oh, yes. That's good to hear, I guess. Sure. Although I'm not gonna lie, I don't think I've screamed in rage in like a very long time. Like I cannot remember the last time I did that. Yeah, I don't think so. Yeah. And I'm like screaming and stuff because it's like, for one, it's embarrassing, especially if you do it like on stream. Because I used to be like quite the crash shouter, especially on stream. But like, this is like, when I say like used to be, I've been talking like Mario 64 days. But like, I got a lot better at it, and like, it's good that I did, because like, it's honestly a little bit like super mega embarrassing, like having like a big crash out on stream and like having like apologize afterwards, and it's just like, yeah. Like, I know it's like, it's the kind of thing where it's like, I understand like, it's like, you know, kind of a spectacle to like watch someone like rage, but it's like, usually, a lot of time people who rage, it's not like just like, oh, it's like, you know, well, they got mad at the video game. A lot of times it can be like indicative of like other issues in life, right? So I try to be sympathetic towards it because like, you know, the better my life has gotten, the less I've raged at video games, because the less I've developed like a dependency to play good at them for like a sense of self-worth. Which is a very good habit to have. Okay, the second half of this was like really good. Like from a observer perspective, or from the perspective of the one raging? Interesting. Oh, oops. Yeah. I'm not gonna lie, right? The reason I died there, I forgot purple curves. Call it poop bike. Have to bottle it up. I mean, it's less about bottling up, more about just like developing healthier habits to do it a bit less. Because obviously you shouldn't bottle up your emotions, but you know, you shouldn't like have like very destructive habits, I guess. At the very minimum, I've never been like the type to break their shit when they're mad. It's good. By the way, Destination is the boss I have the least experience with in the whole game because I did not practice it before this run, and I first tried it on my reclear. So, in other words, I don't know how to do this boss. I've survived purple once. That's interesting. I mean, I remember purple's the hard one. This is really awkward. Yes. I unmuted my mic, right? I haven't run K3 yet, but this game is easier than K3. Okay, this destination might actually go really badly, I'm not gonna lie. I've always wanted to run K3. The only thing that's prevented me from learning it is Simon Says. But cause like I just like I've always thought if Simon Says something I would just never get better at, but maybe that's not true. Maybe I could actually learn to do it. I just like can't tell the difference between the notes. No blue, one purple. fuck off. And that's what people say, but ironically I hate the idea of relying on that. Like, just having someone tell you that may or may not be there. Like, that sounds next level obnoxious. Also, I'm not gonna lie, I might be cooked. I maybe should have practiced as boss, because I'm actually not sure, because I'm actually struggling really bad on this right now. I can't seem to survive the attacks. So that's cool. So I wasn't particularly worried about destination, but now I'm actually kind of terrified. I think I'm gonna lose like 20 minutes of this shit. I thought it was like pure reading in my head, but it's actually got a little bit of gimmickiness to it. Kind of hard to like cross over here because yeah. This is like the most peripheral vision attack ever invented, by the way. Could ideally just kill this out and turn around. Jesus. I did not think that through at all. Okay. Could have gone worse considering my lack of practice. By the way, first thing I did was shoot red, which is not what you're supposed to do. Oh wait, I'm supposed to split. Alright, we're gonna have a fake crimson split. Yeah. It's kind of funny because it's like the whole thing with the fight is that it's destination with no transitions, but except that right there, that's when the transition is. Okay, dude. Oh, what am I doing? Yep. That's without transitions, what I said, so... It's actually the opposite, unfortunately. Okay. When in doubt, just play it slowly. This fight is Crimson, but with really weird effects and stuff. This plays very strangely. Should be water now. Nope, still not water. Fuck off. That's over. My biggest beef with like Crimsons is always gonna be red. Cause like, I like Crimson fights, but the fact that there's just a constantly aiming thing at you is a little annoying. It was when I played Chair 2 that I realized that bosses with too many aiming elements play kind of awkwardly. So that ended up becoming something that I kind of don't like on about Crimson. Okay, I need to stop. I need to like actually just lock in. There's no reason for me to not be on a winning attempt right now. I'm not even rushing anything, I'm just dying because I'm not thinking about how to dodge the attacks. Okay, I'm cooked. I'm actually so fucking cooked, that's not even funny, bro. I like don't know what I'm doing at this point. I'm like entering full incompetent mode. This is my fucking Battler cosplay, bro. Okay, there we go, got the water. The fight does in fact get a lot easier once you get to water. Which is, you know, the nature of Water 3 Crimsons. They're just funny like that. It's funny because like in the original boss, like activating water is like really bad actually. If I could do this more efficiently of how I'm playing this, I'd rather just slow and steady wins the race it. I'm not doing good on this fight right now. Okay, maybe I shouldn't shoot yellow when I'm right next to them. Water 3 Brain Rot has ruined Crimson bosses. You might be true. I did not think about that. Wow. Wow, you are currently watching someone with no brain play a Crimson fight. What I was gonna say, by the way, is I think this fight is actually like, it's like a kind of okay boss, but it's like really not good as a Crimson. It's the kind of design you get when, like, you get someone who very obviously hates the original boss, tries to make a version of it they enjoy without considering, like, what makes the boss what it is. So you end up with, like, something like this, which is, like, feels really weird. And not, like, emblematic of what it's trying to, like, be a reference to. You know, it's like fair, obviously, to not like a boss, but it's like, it's funny to make a version of it without, like, having the elements that make it itself. It's just a bit awkward to me. And I'm not the only one who thinks that about this fight. Team Crimson. Yeah. I mean, the original boss is, like, really kind of crazy. It's a kind of, I mean, I definitely think it's inspired by Big Kid in a lot of ways, with the way it, like, just kind of functions. The fight just has these, like, Big Kid-isms, for lack of a better term. That was really dumb. Holy shit, why did I do that? What the fuck is wrong with me? I kind of just like super turbo brain farted. I think just stop going in the corners. Make sure that yellow gets some love. And by love I mean death. But hey, there's some people that love someone so much they want to kill them. Okay, I think you have 1 more HP. Okay, 1 more for you. And 1 more for you. Okay. Okay. Now only kill red. Unfortunately, green is kind of behind red, which is really awkward. But, you know, what can you do? That's how the cookie crumbles, right? Okay, so 1 more. That was a little bit dumb. It worked. Took a fellow frag, yeah. I didn't think that one too hard. I didn't think that one through. That's a 2 for 2 on sloppy bosses. Yeah, we're out. I mean, to be fair, those are like 2 out of the 3 things that I did not practice for even a single second. Oh, technically 4, because stage 1. You're going really high up. Can you stay in one place? Good. So the main thing that's awkward about this is telling like when everything is moving or everything stops. Actually pretty hard to keep up with. Also, you gotta remember that red goes right and blue goes left. That is the forever rule. That was really bad of me. It is usually what they'll do, I just don't count there. That was a really dumb mistake. I don't know what I was doing there. Straight up and oopsies. Densest shit ever. Yeah, I just don't bother to count on this. Like I can do it. Like I obviously count for the normal one, but for this I don't. So I can just react to it. It's a little awkward. There's maybe a bad habit. I fat-fingered. Okay, so we went from on pace to first try anyway, and it would have been really easy to do so, to currently 3 minutes in the hole. We're gonna do one boss at a time. So everyone does like Crimson and everyone does, you know. If the boss rush stuff doesn't save though, actually I guess it might not because it's like not position on the screen. That might be kind of awkward. That maybe needs to be ironed out a little bit. I mean, yeah, there's definitely stuff we can do about it, so I'm not too concerned. What am I doing? Well, we wouldn't have done that anyways because we wouldn't want to like have like the co-op run be confusing to watch for people. Because it would be confusing if everyone was doing something different, so we weren't gonna do that anyways. They're rather hard to keep up with if you're not familiar with the game. By the way, the situation I'm in on New A sucks. Like, bro, why am I not able to do that attack? It's kind of fucked up how like not a single boss has gone my way. It's like starting from Fluka. That's the curse of being under practice. Yep. That's fair. Okay. Hooray. Right now for funny, man. Okay, so the first 3 boss rushes have kind of been a disaster. It's okay, because this is a disaster, man. is definitely the thing I practice the most in Boss Rush, considering that, you know, I played New A only a little bit, and then... I'm not gonna lie, I completely forgot his route. Just a true brain fart. I'm realizing now he doesn't stop in the very middle there, which is interesting. I never looked at that. That was kind of a chop. You gotta love when you get the bullets, the waterfalls, the gyros, and the rocks at the same time. Like, oh my god. That's like Gravity Man moment right there. Like, I can probably be on pace to like beat or like max this time going into final boss, but I think the final boss won't go well because yesterday I was practicing. I actually played it a lot yesterday, and I just like didn't quite get all the way there with it. Yeah, I was definitely developed some competence, but I'm definitely not good at it. It's a little unfortunate. Yeah, it's a hard boss, so I'm trying to. Smart of me. Okay, in final phase. So that's where you're gonna drop him. Oh, that was so weird. It was cool that I survived that long, but that was so weird. I was so freaked out by being inside the rocks, and like I was amazed that I even like made the correct read. Like everything about that was so weird. Kamilia too weird. I think that's what that was right there. Kamilia too weird. Yeah, that's what it is. I might be insanely dumb, I don't know how I lived. I love when that happens. That's so cool. That's so cool that he can do that. Look in the end when he gets a chance. If it's is it the thing your mom told me about? Because like, yeah, I'm kind of busy, bro. Oh yeah, I guess that's true, you wouldn't know. Just by, like, basic logic. That was really dumb of me. That was a bad death, by the way. I'm just like kinda distracted right now. Fortunately, to get a phase 4 and not do anything with it. Nice reverse bunny hop, man. Nice reverse bunny hop and nice not shooting the peanut. Like, just layers to that dumbass. Right? Unfortunately, not a super clean Gravity Man. But hopefully we can beat it. Can I shoot it? To be fair, if there's one thing that I've seen get complained about in Gravity Man more than like anything else, it's definitely being able to shoot him. Man, how many rocks? This is awkward. Yeah, I don't know. I just don't know, man. It was just spread a little bit too thin there. It's like the most like acquired taste of all time. I couldn't tell when he was gonna flip, and I kind of had to know when to press right. I should have stayed on the ground, but I wasn't sure if I could outrun that. That was a really bad situation. Probably should think more about like using my bullets to break the peanuts, because it is something you can do and it can get you out of a couple situations. That's cool. I meant to double jump. So I couldn't go left because of the peanut, and then I had to jump. And then that happened. That's maybe one of the most bullshit deaths I've ever had in this fight. Like, I think this fight is like mostly skill-based, because there is a lot you can do, but like, are you fucking kidding me with that, man? That's what we're doing. Like, actual fucking school pranks in the fight? Like, come on, bro. I hate that RNG so much. That is like my least favorite RNG in the whole fight, is the fucking guess if you're gonna where the gap is RNG. I think it's always closer to the center though, because I think it's actually a common thing. It's like he always spawns them on certain intervals, just random if he hits the interval or not or something. I think that's how the boss works. So I think if that situation happens, move towards it, because the corner is not safe, I think. Okay, there we go. That's how you do it. That's so sad. The only reason I jumped is because of the peanut. That is the only reason I jumped. Yeah, this is definitely a cool idea for a fight. It's just a bit cooked sometimes. In this version the fight is like super cooked, because it's like super overwhelming. So much going on. I definitely like it, I think it's like cool and stuff, just like, yeah. That is so obnoxious, man. Like, nothing will ever make that not the most annoying thing in the world. Damn, unfortunately I couldn't get lucky at this fight. So yeah, every boss was boss went bad. This fight can certainly go a lot worse, sometimes you get stuck on this thing, but... Most kick routing them. Okay, definitely not. Oh wait, unless you mean like in terms of compared to other fights, in which case, yeah. Unless you count the final boss of Rush out, because I honestly think that one's more cooked. Because I mean, just fucking look at that thing. That boss is like such an Eden moment, man. Come on. I missed a lot of damage there. Okay, well, fucking... that boss doesn't count, because it's... Come on, bro, it's just trap. Like, what's the hardest destination? Oh, I don't know, destination's definitely pretty hard. Like, okay, bro. It's not a human conversation. As a mere human, I only deal in human matters. I think it should stay on the right. No! There was so much going on, man. I couldn't, like, breathe for 2 seconds. Like, I did good there, I think. Like, oh my god, I was trying so hard, but, like, dude, like, did it really have to be, like, dude, okay. Like, am I wrong for saying that the gyros are by far the hardest part of this fight? Like, the green things. Like, by so much, they're the hardest part of the fight, in my opinion. They're just so unintuitive to read. They come out of nowhere, like, they're so brutal. Jesus. Gotta check this was gonna be this phase yet. Yikes. Oh my god, stop putting rocks in the worst spots! He has put a rock there like every time, by the way, like what the fuck? Like that's a lose condition. Maybe that particular scenario is wanting to get better at dealing with. That's so gross, man. Stop putting rocks there. Just stop putting them there, man. It's like the one place where a rock is the worst thing possible. Protected with the peanuts. I haven't done. For some reason I thought it was on before. I'm not gonna lie, I didn't think I was gonna spend 20 minutes on this. I thought it was gonna, like worst case scenario, it was gonna be like 10-15 minutes. No, like I thought I had a pretty good chance of beating it pretty quickly, but no. This is actually just the boss rush from hell. Any chance of beating Max this time is pretty gone, so... I didn't think I would though, just because, yeah, he literally practiced like twice as much as me before this. Especially in the bosses, which I just did not practice enough, clearly. Which I knew going in. Yeah, that's what I was thinking about, was like changing my route to make the rocks a little bit better, but obviously I can't learn that in the middle of a speedrun, because, yeah, so I'll just do what I know how to do for now, and just get kind of cooked, and, you know, hope I get less cooked in the future. Fuck me, man, I thought they were despawning. I was so confident they were despawning, actually, like I would have freaking bet like $1,000 on it. Man, the Boston's run are such a disaster, man. It's kind of insane how every single one has gone, like, so badly. Like, relative to its difficulty and, like, threat level. from Abby cooking up these disasters, man. I didn't know. Nice, okay, there we go. Okay, not so hot, but, you know, happens. At least we're out. So here's another thing I put literally no time into, by the way, before this run, so do not expect a clean big kid or big kid chase. Oops. The way you play big kid when there's no doubles is so weird, or rather when like there's no RNG in the bullets. Those are kind of funny that K2 opts to do the bullets in the right first, because those are the worst in the original fight. It's gonna be double soon. When? Whoops. That was good. I believe I played this after I beat regular Big Kid, by the way. Yeah, I definitely did, because I remember I was comparing this boss to regular Big Kid. And let me tell you, playing this fight after that is really funny. Yeah, pretty much. Like, pretty much no one replicates, like, what makes Big Kid Big Kid. Like, I hate K2 Big Kid. But I love the original fight, I think it's really cool. I think Lemon Trap has a very good Big Kid that's, like, very different from the original. My head being super itchy there. I forgot about the doubles. I mean, yeah, Water 3 is like so funny. I'm not gonna lie though, that situation just got made me feel like I was playing regular Big Kid. What the fuck was that? I guess I should wait for the bouncing even as early as the doubles, because I normally don't wait for the bouncing until there's a second bouncer, but you know, if that shit's happening, you know, I'm waiting out the bouncer, please. The bouncer changes everything. Also, you know, like, no iframes, another one of those things that just, like, if you play regular Big Kid enough, it's just uncanny, man, to play a Big Kid without iframes. The way that Big Kid does iframes is like one of the coolest things about the boss to me, because I think it's like it's such a like good understanding of like the boss from Necron's part and like what it is that the iframes are like that. Like it's obviously like it's not like it's like the hardest thing to come up with ever, like dynamic iframes, but it does always impress me whenever I think about it, because it is just like, yeah, like that's just a really good understanding of like the flow of the boss and how it feels to play. That was a really funny RNG, by the way. Where's bouncer number 2? There you are. Okay, I'm waiting after you. By the way, my girlfriend's consistent at Big Kid these days. She's gotten a bunch of 90s lately, including a 98. I really hope she beats it, because like genuinely, like since we started dating, I've wanted her to be Big Kid. Some people have like relationship milestones of like 1 year, 2 years. Nah, bro. This relationship's milestone is gonna be the Big Kid clear. That was a little greedy. I could have killed that faster, but maybe I should just like go for the shoots once the final water change happens. Definitely something that I should have practiced. But you know what, we can practice. I mean, I'm learning what I need to practice, and it's basically a bunch of bosses, because I'm actually just naturally good at Needle, which makes sense, because, you know, Needle is kind of easy to be good at than gimmicky bosses. And this game honestly has a lot of really gimmicky attacks. You know? That's not the whole. Huh. I did not know this was a thing, but... That's pretty funny. Perhaps I should hop on. That seems like pretty good knowledge. Kind of funny. Pretty sure it's more optimal to go above this, by the way. I was having practice it, so I'm not doing that. Actually, I think it doesn't matter because the way the boss starts. Okay, bro. Yikes, man. That was a tight squeeze. Alright, so this is why they call me suboptimal damage, the thing. You guessed it, it's because my damage is suboptimal. Damn it, I should have said because my damage is super optimal, because then that would have been way funny. As in, not that funny, but it would have maybe made someone like exhale through their nose, which is better than what I said. Maybe it's an anti-joke though, because you expect the joke to be that it's going to be something like counterintuitive, but it turns out it was actually very intuitive. That's really unfortunate, I wasn't able to kill. That's really unfortunate, man. That's actually so unfortunate, man. Oh my god. I'm just not allowed to have anything good. Like, I'm just not allowed. First try big kid chase, yay guys! Nope, you're gonna fucking get, like, you're just gonna not outrun that. And I could have gone back any time, I just didn't look to see if I could. Like, that's 100,000% my fault, and yet it still feels like such bullshit. Even though it's 100,000,000,000,000,000% my fault. Should've gotten the optimal damage, you know. There's so many ways I could have avoided that, and I chose to do none of them. I'm pissed! I mean, apparently you can. Or at least like next to him, so that way you don't have to do this entire thing, pretty much. But I have not learned how to, I'm only now hearing of it, so... I just can't believe I died at the very end of the boss in the chase, man. Like, that was actually such a rookie move. Okay, I think I see the spot. That's really funny. Okay, just don't overestimate your speed and try to outrun balls that you can't outrun. That was quite lucky, by the way. Dude. Okay, there we go. Actually... okay. What a sloppy little mess. Okay, well, if Kamilia doesn't go terrible, which I'm not counting on if how this run's gone, this could actually be a pretty decent run. It's like here. mean, the biggest threat in M stage is how long deaths take. There's a lot of waiting. It's kind of funny how slow these lasers move, even though they're like speed up, even in the blue. Like, you still have to wait quite a while for them. Oops. Bam, bam. I'll say this run has generally gone better than I expected. Which is funny because a lot of things have gone a lot worse than I expected. But it definitely hasn't been all bad. I do find this a kind of funny interpretation of, like, Kamilia's tummy acid. You should have waited longer anyways. I struggle more in this drop than actual pass drop, by the way, and I'm like 99.9% convinced it's because it's mirrored. And because of that, it's like I'm not used to it at all. Even though like I obviously know the inputs. Oops. Also, I find this 2-frame funny entirely because, like, one of the main things of, like, K2 Remake that's, like, known for is just removing 2 frames. But, and this game is based on K2 Remake, but, you know, it's the fat 2-frame right there. Maybe. Just ignore that no one does them like that. There's workarounds for a lot of those jumps in K2. I just feel like a bad line corner. I mean, it's definitely harder, but if you have a keyboard that really can't 2-frame, maybe it's easier. But if you have a keyboard that really can't 2-frame, it's probably not the best at 3-framing either, so doing like a frame perfect 3-frame like that is probably not too easy. I mean, I played so much Needle on the keyboard that sucked at like fucking Logan plays. 3-frame Cactus, hell yeah, that one's skill based. This is a bit slow to the point where... Okay, I'm gonna wait, especially if I miss that. I think, because you can just like not wait for this, but I just don't trust it with that setup I had. So we're gonna do slow but steady wins the race. You can just like jump over that. This works out. Okay, so now we have boss time. So this is the last boss in the game. It's also a boss I'm not very good at, it's just by my practice, so... If we can sub through 30. But I forgot the gap. So phase 1 is the thing I'm bad at. I've done phase 1 and 2 back to back, and then died to like one of the last 3 attacks on phase 3. Just spit off there. So what is it? Purple and green? The funny Crash Bandicoot music. Whoops. That was awkward as shit. I don't know what I should have done there, because I feel like there was multiple things I could have done, but what I did was very clearly not the right one. I mean, it's just kind of unfortunate to have 2 things on the floor that are the last 2 bullets, like, you know, it's kind of not what you want to see. Like, in theory, I'm comfortable with all the attacks in phase 1, I just, like, really struggle to put them all together for some reason. I do like the strat for the start of blue, though. That made me feel like I was grinding SA LNN again, right there. What just happened? Like me just being completely clueless of how I aimed that thing. Yeah, they are. Those walls go so far out, man. Also, yeah, look at that practice there, right there, knowing the not corner strat for that. That's what we call practice. called game knowledge. Also, okay, I want someone to tell me if I'm alone here. I always think that Kamilia's body kills you, but only on the Influka attack. I never like get confused with it on any other attack, but on Influka specifically, I always think Kamilia's body kills you. And I just want to know if I'm alone in that, like, almost Mandela effect. Well, it's not really a Mandela effect, it's like a misconception. Ouch. Okay. This might just be a Mabel thing. But it confuses me every time. It's yellow and red, the two warm colors. Okay, we're doing yellow last, I guess. Assuming I pass this. Far from guaranteed. Case in point, man. That could have gone so bad. Youch. Please, bullets, please. No. I backed it up! What?! I've never done that! I've never done that! I've never done that. What the fuck? What the fuck? Kinda blows starting on the left there, but... Dude, I've never done that. Dude. I actually can't believe that. Can S5 in this one top platform. That's funny. It's a bit of a time loss though, isn't it? There you go. Yeah, you're right. Yeah, probably I'm only gonna do that if I ended on the right, which is like, that is... I don't think that'll ever happen to me again. Like, holy fuck, that's crazy. Okay, there goes the sub 3, by the way. By the way, forever lava? They haven't invented attacks that aren't lava yet? Whoops, that's done. It's funny because it'd be a big time save if there was like a looping menu, but there's not. Is it lava every time, bro? Like what? I'm not complaining, it's by far the best one, but... That's a good rookie. I believe we're surviving 3 attacks now. Actually, probably not. Dude. They don't have other attacks. By the way, you need to be like superhuman to read blue, like holy shit. Oh, whoops, okay, the curves. Okay. She finally realized that the lava is maybe not the victory strat. If you want to actually beat me. Give me the aiming circles. Oops. Bullet bills and Jirachi might be one of the hardest combos, honestly. Let's see. Oh, water, okay. That's novel. That's the opposite of lava. They were like, wait, lava's not working, so that means water works. A good approach, good try, good try. Yeah, it's not too bad of a combo, it's basically Sanji reading. No aiming circles, huh? Not too big of a pain of that attack, I guess. I am a creature of boundless greed. Fuck off. Having some kind of silly core defs there. Oh, we're back to this combo. Give me aiming circles, man. I like it. It's my favorite one. Actually, is my favorite one for the record. I just think it's fun to play. That's kind of the opposite of aiming circles. There's nothing aiming in this one. Sure that purple's gonna live, which is intentional. I try to make sure purple lives because it's not so bad to deal with at the end. There's some others. Some of those at the end, like red at the end, is pretty bad. Jesus, man. I'd say I feel like yellow's on a mission, but it's aiming, so it's kind of funny to say it's on a mission. It's not like it can really be that bad. Awkward. Alright, get up. By the way, shooting Kamilia here is impossible. It's harder than shooting Gravity Man somehow. Okay. Well, that was rather slow considering we have fucking 11 seconds to survive here, but you know, it's not that bad, you know? Bye bye. Alright, last save in the game. I have not seen the start of blue, but I figured it could. I don't exactly have a great way of doing this. Kind of just do that and wait for the best. Yep, there. So, first hit here, then here. Still blue. Still two pretty hard attacks in the pool. I'm really bad at that attack. I just have kind of bad spatial awareness, I think. Oh my god, I felt like I was playing Mizuki Sakura. Holy fuck. I don't know, you can just aim them off screen like that, that's weird. This back attack actually kind of hard. Actually, it's probably better to do it here in the middle. Yeah, definitely. It's more comfortable to read. Whoops. Oh, whoopsies. Just got confused. It's kind of hard to not do like a really egregious wall hug there if it starts with blue. That's awkward. I love shooting at the wall. Blew up Inch and they worm. Calling out worms just seems the most appropriate for how that attack looks. I wonder if you could hypothetically despawn every bullet in the aiming attack, by the way. So I was thinking about that, but the fact that they don't make things okay, well that was a little chopped. This is not turning around actually, considering I did that. Yeah. So lucky. Why am I so bad at that attack? What do you have left? There's like the brain teaser attack that's left. That was almost very foolish. Fast curving. No. Okay, maybe I should just do that like a little bit more to the left when I was doing it, because that was no good. The very middle seems a little dangerous. That was so lucky. I think it was just the brain teaser attack and then reaction impressed. It was a very sloppy phase 3, but yeah, what are you gonna do? It's nice getting this attack early because it is genuinely hard to read. It's like a mix of like free attacks and hard attacks, so ideally good. I just realized this is actually probably supposed to be like a reference to Kamilia 3, Kamilia Phase 2, because it's like 10 attacks. Random order. Okay, that was a wow, I was rewarded with that. Like, they thought I was gonna die to that fucking read, so they just like didn't spawn anything else after that. It's kind of funny. Very clean. What's left is direct time pass, I think. Okay. Fuck off. I think there's interims. No, there you go, there's this. And then interims, I think. The attacks are quite different. There is one hurt drop. Oh yeah. I mean, yeah, that is what it is, but it's like, yeah. Maybe it's just a stupid false equivalence, just like what I think of when I think of that boss, I guess. Alright, one hard jump. Nice. Okay. Hopefully nothing terrible happens. Now this is epic. Get out. That's unfortunate. Whoops. I jumped. You know, it's good to have the unexpected happen, so you know, you can stay on your toes, but also what the fuck was that, man? Why did I die? Like, what? How did the kid not get over the spike? Hello? It's a single spike! Did that just bad bounce? Kid's a loser, bro. Under pressure. Well, if you couldn't tell by the way I was talking, I actually had approximately 0 nerves. So, that's a little impressive. Fuck off, man. I low-key don't like this attack, but it's only because I'm bad at it. Because, yeah, I just have, like, really bad, like, spatial reasoning and stuff. Like, I just, like, I can't, like, logic out, like, the positioning of those things and, like, where they're gonna be. It's kind of funny that like the sides of the arena are solid, but like including on the top, so those things bounce off the like floors there. Yeah, better RNG. Almost died. Slow circles, and now there's inch frames. I think it's slow circles, inch frames, and brain teaser. Or maybe brain teaser was first, I'm not sure. Oh no, it's this. The fucking attack I suck at. I think the brain teaser was early. I gotta pass on that, I think it's inch frames. Negative pressure, so I hit the overflow, is that what you're saying? Hey, maybe, man. No, this game's attacks are harder in my opinion. Cause I've done like Deathless, cause I did both Kamilia achievements, at least in the remake at the same time. I almost died there. So I did the no checkpoint and survivor, and I just did survivor because the attacks were easy enough that like I didn't have any fear of dying to them. They're definitely easier than the K2 ones. Or they're definitely harder than the K2 ones. Which makes sense because there's a checkpoint there. Was it that I died to? Yeah, I think it was. Okay, PB. Go here. And time. Okay. We finished a run, yay! Okay, that makes sense, Kate. Pinker. Almost called you K2. Yeah, K2 Remake has an achievement for Kamilia without a checkpoint, and then one for surviving all 10 attacks in Phase 2. And the way they set up Phase 2 is that it doesn't repeat attacks until you've done them all, so you just have to survive 10 attacks. Okay, that one was very sloppy. Oops. I did take a screenshot of the split, so it doesn't really matter. But I gotta remember to turn off the little hotkeys. Hey, thanks for the hooray, Red Eye. I'm not sure what it means. I think it means peak. That's right, Mike's because he's doing a run. Mm. Mm.